Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So before we dive into the Bitcoin TA, let's take a look at what I said about Bitcoin in the last video, and then we start with the updated TA. 28.6k and 28k, and primarily I would expect to move down, but I also think we would now, if this was a wave 1, we would see a little bit further upside, in this possibly upcoming wave 2 here. But this is really micro counting what we're doing here, and these often get invalidated, these micro counts, but we would count this as a wave 1 down, and then the wave 2 here to the upside should get sort of into the region between 29.6k and 30k before we... Yeah, and that is what we are waiting for at the moment, this retracement. Did explain to you in the last video that it is really likely that we now finally are starting our move down, because we had a bit of a bit of a game changer here yesterday. It might not seem that significant, but there are a few things that happened that really could be a game changer, because we've been we've been waiting for a few weeks now for this move down, that we finally start an impulsive move down. We had a few possibilities to label all of this price action here, and a few possibilities for different Elliott Wave counts, and this is where we are now, that we ended a triangle here at $30,342 with the wave E. This wave E went to the upside, and we would then exit the triangle to the downside. That is also what we can see now here in the chart. Now, it appeared to us earlier and before that this happened. But what is so important, and that is also why I mention it all the time, and I don't know if you are, if you have purchased a trading course on my website, but if you have, then you will know what really invalidates a triangle and confirms a breakout. And I've been talking about that in the last few weeks here on the video as well, on YouTube, because it is so important. We had a few instances here in the last few weeks where we counted triangles because it was just the most likely count. And we broke below the wave D low, which is an indication that the downtrend is starting and that the triangle is breaking. But we never broke the wave B low. And that is really the important confirmation that a triangle gets broken. And this is really what could be happening. I mean, you never get 100% guarantees, yeah. But this is, I think, for the first time in the last few weeks, that we can see the triangle wave B being broken. And that could be a bit of a game changer, coupled with some altcoins making lower lows. So it could really be that they are preempting here what Bitcoin is going to do maybe over the weekend or in the next few days and weeks, which is to go down further, which is still my primary expectation. The only question that for me remains is, do we really go down straight away, which this really strongly now looks like, or do we go up first again into this target area before we then come down? But for now, the likelihood that we are going down has increased massively, given that we've taken out the wave B low. So we're looking here overall at a WXY pattern, and the wave 3 that was finished here on the 12th of May was obviously followed by a wave 4. The wave 4 unfolded as a WXY, and the Y wave of that WXY pattern unfolded as a triangle. And we have taken now the wave B out, which is really good. And I told you in the last video that we can count this here as a wave 1 to the downside. Sorry, and that we are, let's take the font size here, and that we are now in a wave 2. And in a wave 2, we expect a little bit of a further retracement to the upside. And this is exactly what is happening here at the moment. And I did give you the target area for this wave 2 retracement. Are we there yet? Not yet. So the wave 2 should go into the region between 29.6k and 30k. That is what we would expect of this wave 2. Now, it could stop already here at the 38.2% fib level at 29,428. But to be honest, it would most likely go into the region between the 50% fib level and the 78.6. So between 29.6k and 30k. Now, we're not there yet. From there, we would expect a turnaround again back to the downside. But as I said before, this is really micro counting what we're doing here. And yeah, if the wave E really has finished up here, and this is at 30,000 340. Yeah, in that price region. If the wave E finished here and we already started our move down as I currently expected, then the price action really has nothing to do up here anymore. So it's done all its business up there and should go down from here and should not exceed the 30,342 anymore. If it does that, this will be a different wave count. And for now, however, I see this as likely that we are going down further, given the weakness in the charts and given, and that is so important, given the price action of this move now. So we came down quite impulsively. We can count a 5-wave move down here. Yeah, we can definitely do that. From the wave E high, we can count a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're now moving up in a corrective wave, which could then be that wave 2, possibly in, well, most likely in an ABC correction. So we're looking at that here, going to the upside, and then from there, coming down in a wave 3. Yeah, and that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, and to really confirm this next move is, first of all, we should not go above 30,340, and we should then, on our way down, take out the swing low of the wave 1, which is 28,851. Then we should take out 28,600, which is important support. It has been support back here, and then in the end, we ultimately need to take out the 28k level to really unlock finally prices down to the wave 3 low, which I'm still waiting for. So at the moment, it's all looking good as per the primary expectation. Overall, it's just taken a bit longer than I initially thought. But overall, yeah, yesterday I think is already starting to look good. The CPI data certainly was the catalyst that maybe the price needed, or the chart needed, to finally fulfill this scenario. And again, I had a few questions asking, right, you've got your Elliott Wave count, but doesn't an event like the CPI data release mess it all up? No, it doesn't. It would purely act as a catalyst for something that probably would have happened anyway, maybe just slower. Yeah, and these events, these news events and everything, they get baked into the chart and they can be triggers and catalysts for these events. So that is what we're waiting for here, that this unfolds now further. Again, a move above 30,340 would invalidate this and would just possibly extend this overall triangle out, or I would need to find another way. But currently my view is that the wave 4 has finally finished and we're now in a retracement to the upside, which is very weak, yeah, which is good for our primary scenario, and then the turnaround to the downside. That is how it is currently looking like, and I definitely keep you updated here throughout the weekend. Okay, so hopefully you liked the update about Bitcoin. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.